All right, let's get right to it. The Sunday statement draft for Week 7. Mike Golic, you are up.
Well, I don't think – I know we just mentioned it, but, I mean, I think we really should give a whole lot of credit to what Tom Brady is doing. I mean, 600 TD passes. You start to think, Mike, and this is what we do, right? Home run records, any kind of big-time records is who can get it next? Who is going to break it next? It's a shame that's what you think about. It should concentrate on the guy that's doing it, but who's going to be next? But 600 touchdown passes, 4 more touchdowns in this game, leads the league with 21 passes at 80 years old. It blows my mind what he is doing, and he really, truly may play till 50 years old, and sometimes he just plays great so much, I don't think we truly stop and say, wow, for what this guy is doing at this age.
Yeah, and not that long ago, he actually hinted at 55 being a possible end date to his career. I wouldn't be surprised if he retires for a couple of years and then it bugs him that he thinks he could still do it and come back. But regardless, it's going to be a long time before anybody even comes close to touching his records. I will start with the Tennessee defense because they have been maligned. There have been questions about them. But to hold the Kansas City Chiefs, the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs, to 3 points – people had to have been looking up the scoreboard thinking there's a misprint. 27-3, that can't be the score. The Chiefs don't score 3 points. Well, they did yesterday, and it's amazing how close they came to getting shut out. Wouldn't that have been something? But 3 points is basically a shutout when you're talking about the Chiefs, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely is. That not going to lie, that surprised me because the Tennessee defense has been suspect at times. And, you know, it's all about what have you done for me lately. And lately in this game, they played fantastic. My second one is going to sound weird, but it's really those teams that take care of business when they should because it's tough to go undefeated. For Arizona, they get their coach back in Cliff Kingsbury, who admitted he felt disconnected from the team when he was away and when he first came back. You never know when you're going to have that stinker and give one up. So while this may seem like a weird one, it is to Arizona holding it together and not even making it close because sometimes you're being that uh-oh game, and they weren't. They took control of the game against Houston. They took care of business with a head coach that still didn't feel like he was back fully with the team. We talked about that with the Green Bay Packers going up against Washington. Don't make it your what-if game. That's a win in and of itself, a win you should get, but a one you definitely cherish knowing, okay, we took one that we had to have.
Especially with the Packers and Cardinals on Thursday night, both of those teams could have tripped on their way to the showdown. As it turns out, they both win, so it's 6-1 Packers at 7-0 Cardinals in an excellent Thursday night game. Next for me is Joe Burrow. Career-high passing yardage in Baltimore against a Ravens team that has confused and confounded people, most recently the likes of Justin Herbert, the other top 10 quarterback from last year who has been phenomenal, and some would say better than Burrow. Maybe you got to revisit that. If you think Herbert's better than Burrow, maybe you got to revisit that now after Burrow did what he did yesterday. Helps to have Jamar Chase, helped to have C.J. Uzomah. Helps to have a defense that was able to hold the Ravens in check, but the Bengals looking great and Burrow making strong statements week after week as the Bengals continue to climb.
My third one quickly is about player resolve. And I look to the Giants here. 1 win coming into their game against Carolina. And just the job they did. Daniel Jones, you know, fighting to keep what he has right there. He hit 6 different receivers with multiple receptions there. He completes 70% of his passes. The defense has 6 sacks. They hold Carolina to 173 yards. My point is, it gets to a point of the season when you know you're not going anywhere, yet you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get out there and you play for pride. And I congratulate the Giants. 25-3 win over Carolina. Not the greatest team, but neither are the Giants. But going out there and getting the job done.
And still not done. 10 games left, and they've won 2, and 3 may get you into the hunt right now in the NFC. So we'll see if they can build on this. If they can, probably not, but I'm trying to be positive right now. Last one for me, Matthew Stafford. All the talk was Jared Goff going back to L.A. to face the Rams. Well, Stafford was facing the Lions, the team with which he spent a dozen years, and he got cover from all of that because of the Goff talk, and he just happened to come out and have 334 yards and 3 touchdowns in a game where the Lions were throwing everything they could at the Rams in an effort to try to steal it. Stafford stayed steady. They're 6-1, and they're on their way.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights. From NBC Sports.